Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle hard.
Welcome to another edition of Turn the Game, the podcast. Your boy Frog. I'm here with two of my co-hosts. We got to my left, I got Chris J. the vet.
What's up, everybody?
And to my right, I got Coach Junior in the building.
What's up, man?
We are missing Cousin Phil today, but he will hopefully
It's very coming soon.
Very soon.
Baby teeth falling out.
This episode is brought to you by House of Outli3r, houseofoutli3r.com, which is Outlier here. And we are here in Clipper Kings, where we make the magic happen in Clipper Kings Barbershop, Edmond, Oklahoma. Shout out to the Clipper Kings. If you want a fresh fade, come on up here.
Yes, sir.
Get your cut. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Oh man, doing
Good,
good.
man. Another day.
How was y'all's weekend?
Weekend was cool, man.
Weekend was
Just chilled out
good.
pretty much, man.
Yeah.
Me and the wife hung out. She about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty chill weekend. I mean, I ain't have much going on. Usually weekends are jam-packed with a bunch of bull, but this past weekend I got to actually relax a little bit and enjoy my time off. So that was that.
Man, where they do that at?
Where they do what at?
Relax.
Man,
I try to relax as much as possible.
as you can see, my shirt says permanently tired.
Permanently tired. Life is stressful enough as it is.
I am.
Being an adult in this world with children.
Yeah.
And then you got, you got to deal with all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Life.
that's what they call it. I call it America. But yeah, anyway. So I got to relax. And I got to get up on some of my reading that I've been doing. Trying to get my financial life in order.
Okay. Looks like you read about 6-7 books this weekend.
All these books, most of these books have been read. I just got the Kendrick Perkins book. I just got the Stephen A. Smith book. It's good.
Well, that says the education of Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, it's autobiography.
Okay.
Is that? Can y'all see it? I mean, is it?
I can see it.
Is it? Can you read it?
We talking Kendrick Perkins, the basketball player, right?
Yeah. Former Celtic, former Thunder.
Education.
Yeah, it's a good read. I mean, so far so good.
So,
Start reading.
shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Kendrick Perkins.
Doing his thing on ESPN.
He winning
Sure.
in life.
For sure.
Yeah.
He was cool when he was here, though. To be honest with you,
He was.
he was cool. I heard good things about Kendrick Perkins in the
Community.
community.
Yeah.
He was here, so
Yeah.
I think he's from Port Arthur, Texas.
he is.
No,
he is.
Beaumont.
Is he Beaumont, Texas?
Beaumont?
Beaumont, Texas.
Okay.
Ain't they kind of close to each other anyway?
I don't know.
I'm not
Think-
familiar,
I
but
think so, if I'm not mistaken.
so but yeah, that was my weekend. It kind of dragged this weekend for me. I was just like, man, this weekend's taking forever. Probably because I wasn't doing nothing. Usually, if you're
Yeah.
doing something and go too
Yeah.
fast, you're like, where did the weekend go?
So you
But-
wanted Monday to come.
I didn't. Yeah,
That's that.
yeah, but it didn't. That makes sense.
Hey, your school year is about to come to an end, isn't it?
Man,
I looked up today and I said, hold on now. School's about to be out in a couple weeks.
Can't come quick enough for me. Got about 3 weeks left.
I said, man.
Yeah, last day of school for me is the 24th.
And you off what, 2.5 months, 3 months?
Till August.
Hey, that's a heck of a job.
I'm not off. You know, I got.
Well, you still work.
Yeah, business ventures.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, you don't have to go to the school.
Yeah, no, not to the school.
Wow. That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. So today, let's get into it. We're gonna talk. First, we're gonna recap the draft and give our grades on the NFL draft that just passed, the 88th edition of the NFL draft, 2023. Pretty exciting stuff that happened in the NFL draft.
Before we start, what was the biggest surprise? Are we going to talk about the biggest surprise? Is that part of it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll wait to that part.
No, we can start there right now. It's pretty open.
What was y'all's biggest
Well, let me do this.
shock?
Let me do this.
It wasn't really a shock to me.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
let me run off at least the first round.
Yeah.
Picks.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
That we had. Let me pull up my. Because I'm trying. Let me throw it on here too. Where is it at? Here it is. So, number 1 pick was Bryce Young out of Alabama. Went to Carolina by way of trade from Chicago. The number 2 pick was C.J. Stroud, quarterback out of Ohio State, to the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans traded with Arizona to get the number 3 pick.
Slid right on in.
And got Will Anderson Jr., defensive end or edge rusher from Alabama. They're going to be nice.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Well, they still ain't got an offense, but.
The Indianapolis Colts selected Anthony Anderson, quarterback from Florida.
Richardson.
What'd I say?
Anthony Anderson.
Ah, man, my bad. Shout out to Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
Legend. I take that back. Will Anderson Jr. No, I'm sorry. Anthony Richardson, quarterback from Florida, went to the Colts. At number 5, we got cornerback from Illinois to Seattle by way of Denver trade. And that was Devin Witherspoon.
That dude's highlights. He a dog right there, boy.
Devin Witherspoon. And then we got the 4th pick, Paris Johnson. It's kind of cut off here. Paris Johnson.
Offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Yes, offensive tackle from Ohio State. Went to Arizona Cardinals by way of trade from L.A. to Detroit to Arizona. Okay. And then we got the 7th pick, Tyree Wilson, edge rusher from Texas Tech, went to the Raiders. 8th pick, Bijan Robinson, running back from Texas. That's a good one. Went to the Falcons. The 9th pick, Jalen Carter, defensive tackle to Georgia. He went 9th to Philadelphia. Now,
just made Philly a little better.
He was predicted to be
number 1,
the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
Possibly going number 1, but he had some off the field issues that made him slide to number 9. Number 10, Chicago Bears by way of New Orleans, by way of Philadelphia. Offensive tackle from Tennessee, Darnell Wright. Pick 11, my Tennessee Titans picked an offensive tackle from Northwestern, Peter Skoronski. Pick 12 went to Detroit by way of Cleveland, by way of Houston, by way of Arizona. Jahmyr Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. Did he ever play?
I don't know.
I've never heard of him.
Well, they traded Swift away real quick when they picked this guy, so I guess they have some.
I know, but I just not realized he was a running back for Alabama. Is he ever?
I don't know what his stat
I've
was.
never heard of him before till just now, this very moment. Okay. That is awesome.
They say he's reminiscent of Alvin Kamara.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The 13th pick for Green Bay by way of New York Jets, by way of that trade for Aaron Rodgers. Lucas Van Ness, linebacker out of Iowa. I'm going to try to run through these pretty quick. The 14th pick, Broderick Jones out of Georgia, offensive tackle, went to Pittsburgh by way of New England. The 15th pick, Will McDonald, the 4th, edge rusher out of Iowa State. New York Jets by way of Green Bay Packers in the Aaron Rodgers trade. 16 goes to Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback out of Mississippi State, to the Washington Commanders. 17th pick, Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of Oregon, to New England by way of trade with Pittsburgh. The 18th pick, Detroit Lions selected linebacker out of Iowa, Jack Campbell. And the 19th pick, Khalija Kancey, defensive tackle out of Pittsburgh, went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we got the 20th pick, Jackson Smith in Njigba, wide receiver out of Ohio State, went to Seattle Seahawks. Now, most thought that Seattle would get a quarterback at this spot, but I think the quarterback they wanted was already taken, so they went ahead and got them another big-name receiver. And Smith and Njigba. The next pick, the 21st pick, we got Quentin Johnson, wide receiver out of TCU for the Chargers. I'm going to run off on wide receivers here. The 22nd pick, Zay Flowers out of Boston College, went to the Baltimore Ravens. The 23rd pick, Jordan Addison, wide receiver out of USC, went to Minnesota Vikings. A lot of these teams stacking up their wide receivers. They already got great wide receivers at most of these teams I just named off. And they added some great wide receivers from college. It's going to be some shootouts next year.
Mm-hmm.
The 24th pick, Deontay Banks, cornerback out of Maryland, went to New York Giants by way of Jacksonville Jaguars. 25th pick, Dalton Kincaid, tight end out of Utah, went to Buffalo by way of New York by way of Jacksonville. And then we got Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle from Michigan, going to make the Dallas Cowboys better.
Yes, sir.
With the 26th pick. And then coming in at 27, out of the University of Oklahoma, offensive tackle Anton Harris goes to Jacksonville Jaguars by way of Buffalo Bills. And then we got the 28th pick, Miles Murphy, edge rusher out of Clemson, going to Cincinnati Bengals. And the 29th pick, Brian Breezy, defensive tackle out of Clemson, going to New Orleans by way of San Francisco, Miami, and Denver. And then Nolan Smith is going 30th, edge rusher out of Georgia, to Philadelphia Eagles. And then the last pick of the first round, Felix Anudike Uzoma, edge rusher out of Kansas State, going to Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Now, out of all of those, what do y'all think about that first round?
Man, me myself, there's a lot of quarterbacks. There's a lot of quarterbacks that went. Them early round quarterbacks.
So for the first round,
how many quarterbacks was it?
Quarterbacks went in the first round.
And they was in the top 5?
They was in the top 4. 3 of the first 4 picks were
quarterbacks.
Black quarterbacks. I had to put that out there.
Yeah.
So you got.
And then the only other one was a lineman, right?
What you mean?
It was an edge rusher, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
The edge rusher for
what, the top 5?
Top
yeah,
4.
the top 4.
Top 4.
Top 5 was a cornerback to the 5th pick. So did they? Let's go top 5. Did they get it right? Should Bryce Young have went 1? In y'all's opinion?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
Over C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I believe so.
So C.J. Stroud coming in too was the right call.
Cognitive test 97, 18. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what this.
Who do you think gonna have a better career?
Probably
I think
CJ.
You got Bryce Young, so he should go first there, right?
Well,
No, it's situational.
Yeah.
Oh, it's.
Well, look, look at this. Now, Bryce Young, he's going to Carolina. I mean, Carolina, I see more upside in Houston.
And
Carolina.
that's what you mean situational.
Yeah, yeah. The teams that chose.
See, CJ Stroud, Houston, they did their thing in this draft. You know, they did what they did what they needed to do. They got their quarterback. I think they wanted CJ Stroud no matter what. I didn't think they wanted Bryce Young.
I think you're right.
And then they moved up and got Will Anderson.
But if Carolina would have said, okay, we want CJ, because that's what the sentiment coming into the draft, the later weeks was, they was either going to get CJ Stroud, he moved to 1,
right,
or Will Levis was going to be number 1 pick. And somehow, for some reason, Bryce Young was going to slide, but I think that was all smoke.
Yeah.
So
Will Levis.
Yeah. We'll talk about him in just a second.
Slid all the way to 2nd round.
Yeah.
So
he was at the draft and everything.
Let's talk about it.
And that's right, because they did say because their quarterback was gone. The quarterback they wanted.
Yeah.
The Texans. No, not the Texans. Who was
Colts said that.
Yeah.
The Colts
got who they wanted.
The Colts got who they wanted.
They got Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Who I said they was going to draft.
Yeah.
I said he was going to go top 5.
Huh.
So Will Levis was fool's gold.
He was this year's smoke, basically.
But
so
I hate to say that though, and then next year, I mean, he come out and he really balls out.
But if he balls out, he's going to be for Tennessee, but he ain't going to play next year.
Who going to play next year?
Tannehill. Tannehill, $100 million.
Oh, they gave him $100 million?
I mean, that's his contract. He's got like 2 years left. He's not. They're not.
So do you think Tannehill's going to play the whole year?
Yes. Unless he just stinks up the joint, and he don't do that. Tannehill takes care of the ball. He runs the offense well. He's as long as he's not hurt, he's perfect for our offense.
So Will Levis is y'all's quarterback.
He's for the future.
Okay. He's the future.
And so he's going to learn from Tannehill.
Yes, he's absolutely. You see, the thing on, and I don't want to get too far in the weeds on Will Levis, but the thing on him was the reason why he slid is because he didn't interview well with the teams.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those. He was kind of like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers slid to 20-something when he was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
When you go in them interviews, you can't be uptight and thinking you got this in the bag because the Mannings like you and whatever else.
Or you better than the team that's interviewing you.
Exactly. Yeah. These teams will be like, okay, we don't need that. And in all honesty, Tennessee probably got a steal. But we won't know for 5 years. All these cats that got drafted this year, they're gonna play next year. And they're gonna give their teams instant return on investment.
Yeah.
Now, 5 years from now, we'll be able to say, okay, Will Levis was a steal if he pans out. He can very well go to Malik. What's Malik's last name? No, it ain't Beasley. What's Malik's last name? Willis. He can go to Malik Willis route.
Hold on. So y'all got Malik Willis
last year,
and they went and got Will Levis.
Yes.
Oh, Malik feels horrible today.
Yes, because he's now 3rd string.
He woke up Saturday.
Instant 3rd string.
He woke up. Was
Sunday.
Monday?
But
Sunday.
Yeah.
For Malik Willis, he's blessed. He's in the league. I mean, he's getting paid. He's getting a pretty good penny.
So it was his rookie year last year.
On the clipboard.
What did he go? What round did he go last year?
First.
He went first last year.
He went to the end of the first round.
So I think.
I
think the end of the first round they usually get that's around 30-something pick. They usually get around $14 million. So that's probably all he's gonna ever see, and he ain't getting no more big money like that because he stunk up the joint.
No, I'm sorry. 3rd round.
Whoa.
3rd round pick.
Whoa, he's making $300,000.
3rd round pick.
League minimum.
3rd round pick.
Maybe $1 million.
So he practice squad.
He's done. Unless they trade him or something. Well, I mean, okay, I'll tell you what.
4 years.
I'll tell you what.
$5 million.
We can't say that because he's in competition for the 2nd string with Will Levis.
He's in competition for the 2nd.
Will Levis may be terrible.
Yeah, that could very well be true.
And Malik, what's his last name? Willis. He did show a few signs of things that he could do, but then he also showed
Is he
that was
mobile?
really bad. He's very mobile. He's a mobile Willis.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, he's a mobile quarterback.
That's the main reason why they dropped.
Yeah.
So then the one that they got this year,
He's a little mobile.
He's a little mobile.
See, here's the thing. You cannot pass up on when they got him where they got him in the second round, the second pick of the second.
Yeah.
It was a second pick of the second round.
First pick, wasn't it?
No, first pick went to Joey Porter Jr. to Pittsburgh.
That's right.
You cannot pass up on that guy who has a first round grade, and he could possibly be your future quarterback, and you're getting him on the low.
Yeah, on the low.
You're getting him on the low.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They could have got him at 11. People were saying that we was going to pick him at 11, and that's paying him bank.
Yeah.
First round 11 pick.
Oh yeah.
Top 15.
Yeah.
That's like, nah. We'll get the offensive tackle, and then we'll see what happens. Well, which is smart because now you possibly got the quarterback of the future,
right.
on the low, and then you got him at a steal. You couldn't pass it up. So I mean, they can't lose even if you don't pan out. You don't really lose in that situation. It wasn't a first round pick. Even like the Malik Willis, he's gearing towards being a bust. He's a third round pick. I mean, it's only costing you $5 million. So,
what do y'all think about real quick? Joey Porter Jr. going to Steelers.
Ain't that where his daddy played?
Yeah.
That was
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. He first of all, he looked just like that dude, but he's skinny.
Yeah, he's a
quarterback. He's a little dude.
DB.
Me and my opinion, I think he should have went a little bit higher than that.
He had a first round grade.
Yeah, I think he should have went.
Well, he went first in the second round. He went number 30.
He was
like 33rd pick in the draft.
Number one pick in the second round. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not bad.
No.
It's just like Will's. Yeah, it's not bad, but the Pittsburgh got a steal.
Yeah,
basically.
it did.
I think these teams that went offense early in the first round would normally go defense. He would have if these guys that went first round, and I mean, I don't know. There's a couple corners that went first. Like the fifth pick was a cornerback from Illinois.
See, that guy went.
But
I didn't realize that.
Joey Porter, where did he went to college? Where he went to college?
I was about to say Penn State, but I don't. Maybe not.
I think you're right.
You talking about the dad, right?
No.
Oh yeah, Joey Porter Jr. went to Penn State. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, they had great years while he was there. But this kid from Illinois went before him, which is kind of weird to me.
That guy went top 5.
Yeah, Witherspoon.
He went 5. Yeah, and then
Witherspoon is. You see his highlights?
Mississippi State cat went 16th.
Hey, I tell you what, this Devin Witherspoon.
He good?
He was tearing people's heads off. I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know,
I seen how he was getting in the backfield, and nobody was making no gain where he was beelining to.
That and dump it off if you want to in the flat. He gonna tear your head off. Come across the middle, he gonna tear your head off. So yeah,
so he's worthy of the number 5.
Yeah, he's worthy of number 5.
Okay, I'll take
Just his
that.
highlights alone, what I seen.
What do y'all think about Bijan Robinson going 8 as a running back? Running backs typically don't go high in the draft.
But this is typical Atlanta Falcons draft. They go for these running backs, and they don't really do nothing.
And then Jahmyr Gibbs, the number 12 pick, was running back out of Alabama. I've never heard of him, dude. I promise. Was he their running back?
Yeah, he was their running back. It's just Gibbs was on the back of his. I can see it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know. I mean, let's look up this guy and see what he did in college.
Because I'm just dumbfounded, and that's probably my fault. But
so he was a junior. He's from Georgia. He had a 6.37 evaluation, 84 overall. Ran a 4.3. 4.36. I'm trying to find. He didn't bench press. He didn't do none of that.
He's 5'11", 200.
So it's kind of like a Derek. Well, he ain't. Derrick Henry's a little more than 200.
Yeah, Derrick Henry like 6'2", 6'3".
I'm about 240.
Yeah, he's.
So, but what I'm saying, y'all telling me that Joey Porter Jr. is worse than the 3 D-backs that came before him.
Thing about it was Joey Porter Jr. He's good. I don't think he was the best corner in college football this year, though.
So the three that was on top of him
Are probably better than he was. Yeah.
And that could be the case. I mean, I'm just going off the simple fact that he's Joey Porter Jr. and his daddy was great.
I think that's just.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's a little name recognition also.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nepotism, name recognition,
Right.
and that's probably what got him in Pittsburgh the first pick of the second
Yeah.
second
That's
round.
what I'm saying. But I mean,
Well, I know
I
that
can't
is.
say that, but I mean, hey, that's could be. Let's see. Jim Gibbs.
Now his daddy was a Hall of Famer, right?
Oh yeah,
Most
his
definitely.
daddy was like a crazy.
Yeah.
He tearing people's head off and lifting cars and shit like that.
So yes, that's all-purpose yards. He only had 1,600 all-purpose yards.
Gibbs.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not.
Well, he could have been he could have not been the starter, and the starter was young. The starter's still there for Alabama because Alabama they be having them backfields. That's stupid. They'll have a cat that's a freshman because he was a junior, wasn't he? This guy Gibbs, like he didn't even start last year. Last year, who came out last year from them?
What's crazy is I can't find no stats from Alabama for this guy. I mean, I've seen 1,600.
Who is Mr. Irrelevant? Real quick, while we looking up this guy, I'm just curious. Do we know?
Black quarterback named Deshaun something?
Oh, was he the only player from HBCU that got picked up?
I think so.
Jackson
Just
State?
one, right?
No, it wasn't Jackson State, but it was only one.
No,
Yeah,
it's only one.
Yeah, and
Deion got
Coach
mad.
Prime went off.
But Coach Brown, how can you go off though? Really, you left him.
He's no
Well,
longer. I mean,
Well, but he went there to prove a point or to establish the talent in the HBCUs that's always overlooked.
but here's
So
the thing.
let me ask this question before you ask me that.
Okay.
If Deion was still at Jackson State, how many of Jackson State's players would have got drafted?
At least one. At least one or two. The thing is, and that's what I was about to say, he's no longer in the HBCU, so they're not. They would have drafted someone out of the HBCU in the 3rd through 7 rounds. It'd have been a couple of them that would have went. If he still was repping the HBCU, he's gone now, so they're like, okay, what does that matter?
Yeah.
So we reason we haven't heard this cat really is because he went 2 years to Georgia Tech,
I just seen that.
and then he had 926 yards this year.
Yeah, but I mean,
151 attempts.
7 touchdowns.
Seven
Yeah,
touchdowns.
10 touchdowns total. But when you think of Alabama running backs, you think of Heisman Trophy runner-ups or Heisman Trophy winning running backs. You hear about them every week. You know what I'm saying? All we was hearing about was,
to New York
all we was hearing about was Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying?
because he was a running back.
Basically, I mean,
But check this out though. He had a pretty stiff backfield too because there's another cat here, Jace McClellan.
dude, he had a terrible year.
Who McClellan?
No,
Well, he was sharing the backfield basically. This guy had 112 rushes for 655 yards.
he had 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 good games. The first game of the year, he had 93 yards. Then he had a 22-yarder, a 36-yarder, a 21-yarder. Then he blew up Arkansas for 206, Texas A&M for 154, Tennessee for 103. Then he had 37 yards, then a 99-yard, then a 3-yard game, then 2 76-yard games. What in the heck are we looking at here?
I don't know.
How's this going to translate? He needed another year in Alabama.
Yeah.
Ain't he going to Detroit? No, sir. No, they don't develop in Detroit. This
Well, they got him because Jameson is suspended for gambling, and then
but they had DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, they traded Swift.
I know because they got him
to Philly.
I don't.
Of all places,
the rich kid gets richer. So I don't understand. Hopefully, I mean, all the luck to Jameer in his future. He's in the league. I'm not. But that resume at Alabama, and his 460 yards in Georgia Tech and 700 yards in Georgia Tech. I don't see the first round talent,
man.
But it's all about upside. Is what they'll tell you.
Yeah, he's not a.
So who would you say was the best running back in college this year?
Bijan Robinson. If any running
Hands
back
down.
go first round, it would only be him.
Hands down.
Everybody else is going 3 through 7. I'm not spending the first round pick and money on 37 yards, 3 yards. Come on, guy. You play for Alabama. Is there another? I mean, there's got to be another running back that was pulling all the weight. And I'm gonna look it up.
But if you have another running back, and then you have a quarterback, the quarterback was getting majority of the carries.
Well, they had. I mean, he had a lot, and then another running. There was 3 running backs, and then Bryce Young. So his backfield was. I mean, he did what he could.
I guess
Did what he could.
I mean, whatever it was, it got him first round.
In the top 10.
He went top 20. He went, what, 16? Where'd he go?
Best running back in the draft outside
14.
of Bijan Robinson.
This dude went 12. You're right. He went 12.
In my opinion,
Who?
Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah.
He went to the Cowboys in, 3rd round?
Y'all got to steal in the 3rd.
This dude had 1,500 yards, 1,400 yards.
He's just little.
See, and I was going to talk about that. And the crazy thing is his dad is the one that pulled the trigger because he's on the coaching staff at Dallas.
Yeah, Jerry Jones
really?
let him.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones let him draft. He gave him the card. He gave him the phone.
He drafted his own son,
To give him the news.
So that might be a.
Chris Vaughn, he's on the scouting team. He's a scout for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I'm sorry. He went 6th round. Lord. How do you fall to 6th round?
He's a running back. I mean, running backs, they don't draft running backs high.
Well, true. Except for Atlanta.
Unless you just
Yeah, except for the Falcons.
Unless you're Atlanta.
You got a 700-yarder.
So who won the draft in y'all's opinion?
I'm almost wanting to say Philly.
No, just say it. Don't say almost. Just who you think? Who you think won the draft?
Philly.
And tell me why.
They filled up where they were missing, and they added some power pieces. They traded well. They got collateral for their trades. That was almost shocking to me. So I think Philly is gonna be.
Didn't they get Jalen? Did they get Jalen Carter?
Yeah, they got him as their first pick.
And they got Nolan Smith from Georgia. And then the Georgia cats they had from last year, and they got DeAndre Swift.
And they teammates,
Yeah, I mean,
So you see what I mean?
Philly. I'm with you on that. So they got.
Hey, don't sleep on Arizona. Don't sleep when they draft.
Well, no
Who
sleep
they
on
get?
Baltimore either.
Arizona. You sure about Arizona?
Yeah, they got A+. According to what I'm looking at right now.
Who they pick?
They got Paris Johnson Jr. from Ohio State. They got an edge rusher from LSU, B.J. Olahalahalaри. Garrett Williams, cornerback. Got a receiver from Stanford. And they got a bunch of other little cats. So they basically,
Filled in what they needed.
filled in what they needed.
So
They got somebody to take care of old what's his name, the quarterback Kyler. They also picked up a quarterback from Houston.
I've seen that.
Just different.
For me, It's a
But Philly, man, they did their thing too, though.
I want to say Philly, but I'm not going to say Philly because Philly just they won the Super Bowl last year, and then they're just so smart in their drafting that what they did was phenomenal. It was remarkable what they did, but it's par for the course for Philly. I'm gonna say Houston for A, picking C.J. Stroud, for B, making that trade to get the third pick and getting Will Anderson Jr. They are setting themselves up for a very bright future. And they're going about it the right way.
Yeah.
I mean, you
But
got
there
to
were
make
so many pieces off.
you got to make those kind of moves though
Yeah, you definitely got to make those kind of moves.
to let it be known, hey, we in this to win this. We not just you know what I'm saying? Because they could have easily traded the second pick and got a whole bunch of picks and a whole bunch of nobodies. It's like, no, we're gonna go get our quarterback for the future. We're not waiting for Caleb Williams. We're not taking for Caleb. And we're gonna go get some defense. And we're gonna make this turnaround. They're gonna be the Detroit Lions, how the Detroit Lions been slowly getting better every year. Detroit Lions are going to the playoffs next year.
But they only got 3 defenders, though. They got 2 centers.
Who?
Who drafts 2 centers?
You need depth.
Houston.
You need depth. Especially at that position. You need depth because if one go down, you need a decent backup.
Man, are you looking at
They got a grade
what
of
they
B-
saying?
grade.
Well, no, what I'm looking at was a C.
Yeah, they got
Are you?
I mean,
looking
that's
at,
you guys are looking at people
yeah.
grading it like we grading it.
Colts got an A plus.
They just get paid.
Well,
They just get paid to grade it.
Are you looking at the order? Who they said was the number one, had the best grade?
Arizona, I believe. No, because this is going from B minus to A plus, and
No, this one right here, Arizona had an A.
yeah,
Atlanta Falcons had an A minus. Baltimore Ravens had an A.
Who is the author of that grade?
Buffalo Bills had an A.
Who is the author? Who graded that? It's got to be a person.
mine's on. I'm looking at
Chad Rucher,
Yeah, who the hell is Chad Rucher? Because you gave the Atlanta Falcons a what?
A.
And who they pick up? They got it was a running back. Right?
Bijan Robinson, Matthew Bergeron, Zach Harrison, Clark Phillips III, DeMarco Helms, Jovan Gwynn.
Yeah, I mean,
So no, I like Baltimore's draft too.
Baltimore probably won the weekend based on re-signing Lamar Jackson.
Getting Odell.
Shout out to Lamar. Did we give a shout out to him last week?
I don't think so. I think
On his new contract?
I think we was dogging him out about his contract because he hadn't got it yet. We thought he did. They was in contract.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
we was talking about how he declined the offer, which he did, which he ended up getting. So overall, he got more.
yeah.
I think he had more.
But he had less guaranteed.
Yeah, less guaranteed.
Yeah,
This time.
less guaranteed, but more overall.
And I think I think the selling point for him was
he wanted to be the highest paid
the
player.
highest paid in history.
Yeah, in history. Yeah.
But that's gonna change.
It's already changed.
Did it?
Yeah,
Because who got theirs?
Somebody just signed after him. That's
Somebody signed after Lamar, a quarterback.
no, I'm my bad. It was
It was Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts,
and then Lamar.
so it's still Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lamar's the
still
highest paid
Lamar.
per year,
but
like
it's
Dollar.
who else is coming up?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's coming up.
So it's on. He's only going to be the number one until Joe Burrows get his, and that's the way that
that's how it always
the
happens.
contracts always
Yeah,
go.
yeah. But you can't
Because
be
now
mad at
Joe,
that.
no, you can't.
Can't be mad at that. I'll take it.
But shoot, they got Zay Flowers. They got Trenton Simpson, linebacker from Clemson. Mississippi Edge.
Trey Flowers from OU?
Zay Flowers.
Zay
Oh,
Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Zay
from Boston College.
That was huge.
Travis Robinson, Mississippi, edge rusher.
Tavius.
Kai Blue Kelly, Stanford cornerback.
He got nothing but weapons now.
Maliasa.
He only got one weapon on offense.
No.
Zay Flowers.
He's got OBJ.
He got OBJ.
Rashad Bateman. They're going to be on the outside. He's got...
And then you hear who coming back? Who trying to come back?
Don't say Dez.
Antonio Brown. Coming out of...
Antonio, stop. Stop, Antonio.
So,
no, he said he's going back to the Ravens.
He's not. Nobody's
Nobody's
signing that crazy ass.
Oh, man.
Bateman, OBJ, Zay Flowers.
Shout out Antonio Brown.
Huh?
Mark Andrews.
He's got nothing but their offense is and it's gonna be a new offense that's not gonna be based off of running the ball. They're gonna be prolific. Because you can't guard everybody and contain Lamar Jackson.
Right.
You got to pick your poison.
Yep. Because you ain't got
You
enough.
Pick your poison.
You ain't got enough dogs.
Ain't enough people to double everybody, and still leave a spy on Jackson.
Yeah, that's true. Did Hendon get picked up?
Third round.
Quarterback from Tennessee?
Yeah, he got, I want to say third.
I know
round.
Hyatt got picked up, the receiver out there.
What's his last name? Hendon Hooker?
Yeah. Oh, he went third round to Detroit.
Hendon Hooker did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing whoever that did this grade got Atlanta Falcons a C-.
That's what I'm saying. It's all objective. It's subjective for whoever's grading it at the time. You know what I'm saying? So anybody and their mama can put a grade out there.
Right.
The ones who's grading for ESPN, CBS, whatever that you're looking at, it's just people that that's not on their talent, some on their talent. They're just in the, behind the scenes giving grades. It's their own personal opinion. So what do y'all give the Cowboys?
I'd give them a B, like they said. And I think across the board.
Tyler Lacey went. OSU, your boy's son. Ain't that your boy's son? Big Rob.
No, the Colin Clay.
Oh, Colin Clay is Rob's son.
Rob's son.
Oh,
yeah.
Tyler Lacey's the other big.
Hey, Oklahoma City, cat from Oklahoma State.
Tyler Lacey.
No, he was a DB. Jelani used to play with him. He got drafted.
Did he?
Yeah. What's his name?
What college you go to?
Oklahoma State.
Oh, he went to Oklahoma State.
Jason Taylor II. He got drafted.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jason Taylor.
Shout out Jason Taylor II.
Yeah, he got drafted.
Stetson Bennett went fourth round to the Rams.
Taylor's picked by the Rams in the 7th round.
Yep, sure was. From Oklahoma. He went to OU?
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma State.
No, he went to OU.
No. Jason Taylor went to Oklahoma State.
Oh, they got it wrong then. It says Oklahoma right here.
No. He went to Oklahoma State. So you give the Cowboys a what?
I'll give them a B.
I was going to give the same, a B.
A B? That's surprising coming from y'all.
Because we plugged up the holes that we needed on the defense. And then we focused on what we needed everywhere else. Because we wasn't hurting too bad.
Yeah, I wasn't hurt.
So Mr. Irrelevant was Deshaun Johnson from Toledo. He is a defensive player. DI.
So I give us, we got offensive tackle that we desperately needed. And I say us, I mean the Tennessee Titans. We got a quarterback of the future, possibly, even though we thought we had our quarterback of the future last year. And you had to get him. I mean, when you got him. And we actually moved up to get Will Levis. So I give Tennessee a B plus. I want to say A minus, but I'm gonna give him a B plus. I'm just gonna be fair and not a homer. Because you never know. I mean, the offensive tackle was brilliant, but the moving up to get Will Levis, you're doing that because you don't want to miss out on the steal of the draft. In 5 years, if he's lighting the league up, you look like a genius.
Yeah.
You know, when you had a chance to get him, you could have got him in it. So here's what they would say. You could have got Will Levis with the 11th pick, but you took an offensive tackle, which you could have gotten an offensive tackle later in the draft.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could have got a decent offensive tackle later in the draft. Then you got your offensive tackle, and then you're in the second round, and you still didn't get Will Levis. And if he's lighting the league up in 5 years, then our GM is getting fired. But if he takes over for Tannenbaum, Tannehill, what's his name?
Tannehill.
Tannehill. If he takes over for Tannehill and he lights the league on fire, you look like a genius. And you got him on the low. So B plus, because there's a lot of upside that needs to be played out in order for that to look brilliant. Man, we got about 15 minutes left in the show. I do want to hit on the NBA playoffs because they have been on fire.
Hey, let me ask this question before we go. I was hoping Phil would have been here. What do y'all think about the Purdy-Moody duo for the 49ers?
Who's
Who's
Moody?
that?
Who's Moody?
They drafted a kicker, last name Moody.
Oh, Moody's from Michigan. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
They got a couple of cats from Michigan.
So the Purdy. So did Dallas.
No, I was Dallas. I was Dallas got somebody, but
Yeah, we
but
got
no,
two
I
from
mean,
Dallas.
Phil would say that he would give. He's a low risk, high reward, or shoot low to get high result. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Oh, we got a C plus," and then in 2-3 years, if it works out,
I told y'all.
you know. But so let's look at this. So NBA, man.
All right, let's get it.
I'm gonna recap the first round. I'm just gonna recap who did what, and then we can kind of preview second round. I'll be able to explain the second round, who's in the second round. But NBA, go back to the NBA. Where is it? NBA. Here we go. All right. So the Bucks lost to the Heat. The Bucks were a 1 seed. The Heat were an 8 seed. 4 games to 1. That's only happened one other time in the history of NBA where an 8 seed took out a 1 seed in the first round. Jimmy Buckets was giving them buckets. The Knicks took out the Cavaliers. The Knicks was a 5 seed. Cavaliers was a 4 seed. 4 games to 1. Now the Knicks are playing. I'll get to that in a second. The 76ers swept the Nets 4 games to nothing. The Boston Celtics beat out the Atlanta Hawks 4 games to 2. The Nuggets beat out Minnesota Timberwolves 4 games to 1. The Suns took out the Clippers 4 games to 1. The Warriors in 7 games beat out the Sacramento Kings 4 games to 3. The Kings was a 3 seed. Warriors was a 6 seed. and the 7-seeded Los Angeles Lakers took out the number 2 seed Memphis Grizzlies. So we got the second round as of right now. We got the Heat playing the Knicks, 8-5, with Miami leading 1-0. I think there's a game tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the game tonight.
Game on right now currently. Boston. Philly is tied 107-107 in the fourth.
Okay. And
then the next game is where is it at?
Denver
Nuggets,
Phoenix.
Phoenix Suns.
Denver's up 1-0.
so Philly's playing Celtics.
Yep, and it's tied up. Actually, it's up 108-107. Jason Tatum just busted a free throw.
Okay.
Got
Nuggets.
3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the fourth.
Okay. Nuggets are up 1-0 over the Suns. And the Lakers and the Warriors are set to play
Tomorrow.
I believe tomorrow.
The Battle of Cali.
So let me ask you all, let's see. What's the biggest upset in the first round?
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And the Heat. I mean, the Heat was in a damn play-in game.
And they played like trash. They lost their first playing game to the Hawks.
Right.
And then they barely squeaked out that second playing game, I believe. It's just all of a sudden, and then they lost Tyler Hero. So all of a sudden, they got shooters everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you got Jimmy Butler giving them nothing but buckets. And he's continued it. I mean, he's hurt now, so he got hurt in the first game against the Knicks.
Hurt his back. Is that what it is?
He hurt his ankle.
He got 2 days. They said that when it's time for him to play again, he'll be ready.
Yeah, he might not be. I mean, he turned it pretty bad. He could barely walk. He stayed in the game, which I give it to him. In that game, he was killing them up to that point.
Yeah. No, but they put
just not a believer, man. Still not a believer.
What?
Just
Out of all this evidence,
just not a
all this evidence,
I'm still not a believer, man.
all this. He gave Milwaukee 50
Yeah.
in the game winner.
Yeah, I'm just still not a believer.
hey, you know, and you sound like me because I almost said the same
the one that
thing.
tied the game to go in overtime, falling in midair, tip with 2 seconds left in the game.
I almost said the exact same thing about Clay.
Still not a believer.
Until Game 7, he hit 51 in a Game 7.
That wasn't Clay.
I mean,
Steph.
Kyrie. I mean, Steph.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, I almost said the same thing about Steph.
You talking about the other night?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I've been a believer in that dude, but Jimmy, I'm just not a
Are
believer.
you serious? Okay, so what's the problem with Jimmy? But I mean, come on.
How many championships Jimmy got?
I mean, he took them to the finals in the bubble. Took Miami to the finals.
Dang. So he got
And they lost to the Lakers.
Dang, so he got a runner-up banner.
He got one. He got one.
Runner-up banner.
He got one.
Okay.
He got one.
I'm not a believer.
He got
man.
one.
Till you give me a real banner, man. I don't want to see no runner-up banner. He can give me 100.
He gonna take
Give
them
me
to
a
the,
Wilt
he gonna take
Chamberlain.
them to the finals this year.
Give me a Wilt Chamberlain, and I'm still
He'll
not.
take
gonna
to the
go.
finals this year.
Jimmy, give me a Wilt Chamberlain.
It's crazy. It's crazy how you can constantly get all this proof that he is the truth.
I don't really have.
Chris, and I'm gonna say this.
He's had some good games.
He has some phenomenal. He is
But
one
it's
of the most clutch players in the league in the past 5 years.
And
Well, Aaron Fox won it this year. That award.
That was a popular. I mean, listen, everything they gave Sacramento everything this year off this light up the beam bull crap. It's all popularity BS. As you can see, they flamed the hell out in first round.
well, I think that was
They just lost
due
it.
to-
They just lost this.
Yeah, no,
It wasn't
no.
first round.
They
First round,
lost to
they
the
were
Lakers.
flamed
Was it
out.
first round?
Yeah, no, I
Game
no,
7 was
Golden
first
State.
round.
no, that was Golden State
Golden
yesterday.
State. Game 7.
Game 7,
They let Steph hit him for 50.
Hey, I'm gonna say that's lack of experience
Yes.
because of
Harrison
the
Barnes-
Warrior. The Warriors. Yeah, Harrison Barnes. What? He's the only one that has been to the playoffs on that team.
Yes.
Half of them wasn't even born.
Harrison Barnes won a chip with
Warriors.
With the Warriors. Yeah,
won their first chip.
Yeah, and then they traded him to Dallas. But what I'm saying is, there was no playoff experience other than
they haven't sniffed the playoffs in 20
that.
years.
I get that.
So
I get that.
I give that I blame that on.
I mean, they took a championship team in Game 7.
Yeah.
They took the defending champs to Game 7, but they're a 3 seed. The defending champs was a 6 seed.
That's just
regular
season. Yeah, that's because of regular season record.
The defending champs couldn't win a road game throughout the regular season to save their life, and they end up winning 2 road games in this series.
Well, that's because it's playoff basketball.
Are you kidding me?
It's playoff basketball.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's
when men grow up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's inexperience, and they grew up.
I guess, but here's y'all telling me that you're telling me that you're slighting Jimmy Butler because they gave De'Aaron Fox the most clutch of the season.
To be honest, Jimmy Butler's a good player. To be honest,
he's a great player.
Jimmy Butler's a good player.
He's a great.
I'm not gonna dog him out like that. Jimmy Butler is a good player.
Hey, and I'm still saying he's Jamie Foxx's son.
Only could be. Hey, now y'all do see that. Going back to the Warriors, that Jordan Poole and Draymond, they really don't like each other. They got into it again the other day.
They shouldn't.
And Draymond Green tried. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. After last night, Draymond Green went to go give him some dap, and Jordan just pushed him off.
Did he?
Yeah, and Draymond was like, Jordan Poole went and sat down, and then Steph went over there and talked to Poole. Was like, and then he walked off and talked to Draymond, gave him some dap. But Jordan Poole, he's gone. He ain't gonna be there.
Looks stupid, dude. Listen to me. He's just now doing that. He should have been doing that all year.
Yep.
But after the punch, you could see him in games dapping up Draymond Green and laughing and carrying on with Draymond Green. There is no way on this earth you gonna get disrespected like that and not
in front of millions.
I mean, at least he could have did was try to fight that dude again. The least he didn't even do that.
Yeah.
And now he wants to do. I mean, I get it, whatever, and more power to him. But this should have been happening. We would have had to. We would have had to go.
I'm gonna tell you, when I worked at Western Heights and was coaching, the same scenario happened in a girls' game. This female slapped this other female in the middle of the game. The other girl just sat there, and she took it.
Wait. Did she just open hand just was like, pow?
Yeah, because the girl made a mistake.
They on the team? They on the same team?
They on the same team. And so we call a timeout. The girl slaps the other girl in the huddle. Almost.
Wow.
Other than Draymond's was a punch. Hers was a slap. The other girl took it. When the game was over and we got into the locker room, the girl that took the slap was the first one into the locker room. She hit that girl in the side of her head with a 10-pound dumbbell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But see,
that's assault with the dead.
Oh yeah, she faced some consequences.
I mean, I get it, but dude, I mean, come
on.
She could have killed that little.
Yeah, because she hit her in the temple.
She could have killed that. I mean, I understand. I'm all for retaliation with your hands. She didn't hit you with nothing. Hit her with the same hands you got hit with.
Hey, but Jordan Poole as a guy, me personally, I would have waited till we got in the locker room, and we would have handled that.
I think they might have had some words last night in the locker room, to be honest. But we'll never see that. We'll never hear about it.
Too late. You already look like a clown. You already You already been the butt of everybody's jokes for months. It would have been on the same video. We would have been fighting all night till I got mine in. I'm sorry. You're not fixing to lunge at me and then jump on me? No. And then act like, look, did you remember?
Draymond and Will Smith is
how
just
he
alike.
was acting? Draymond was acting after the fact, like, yeah, this is just
That's what it is.
I'm Big Brother. He gonna, whatever. No. No. That was crazy. But anyway, we couldn't be teammates. I would have demanded a trade or something.
Well, he ain't gonna have to demand a trade when the season's
No,
over.
they let him go. He gone.
Who?
Sure, Jordan Poole. He
No.
gone.
Draymond's gonna be gone. Draymond's a free agent.
No, they talking about letting Poole go.
But they ain't bringing back Draymond either.
I think they bring back Draymond. Draymond, he's the type of guy that'll take a pay cut.
He wants a max because he wants what he's worth.
I don't think
He's already talked about it.
He know he ain't getting no max. He
already
ain't getting a max nowhere.
And plus, he keep getting suspended and costing them games in the playoffs. They tired of his act.
They should have been tired of it.
And the whole thing with the punch put a black cloud over the team. This is defending champions. You're gonna try to repeat, and then it's no coincidence they lost as many games as they lost this year.
So let me ask you this: if they win a championship, are they both still gone?
Jordan Poole's gone.
No, I'm saying if they win a
Are they
championship,
gonna trade Jordan Poole because he's got a fat contract?
Yeah, they getting rid of
He's
Jordan Poole.
He's got a long-term deal.
If y'all know,
but what I'm saying is, but Jordan Poole still comes in and gives some valuable play.
Not really.
Jordan Poole is their future.
Jordan Poole ain't really. Have y'all seen how
Once Steph is gone?
Have y'all seen how many minutes a game this guy gets now? It's very minimal. In playoff basketball, Jordan Poole has been riding that pine more than anybody.
But that's based
He's
on
making $32 a year.
He's riding that pine.
He's got 123 guaranteed.
Jordan Poole?
Yes, 123 million.
Riding the pine for 123 million.
He's
I think that's to keep down the rift of what's going on.
You don't pay nobody 132 million.
But see what he's saying
to keep down no damn rift.
What he's saying is probably true. Here's the thing.
Because
Jordan Poole can't get past it. He's not that kind of person to where he can still play good and still have that on his head. It shows in his play. It's been shown in his play all year. But once Draymond is gone, he's going to be a different player. Draymond's not going to be there next year.
See, y'all think they're getting rid of Draymond opposed to
they're not going to
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, because
Draymond's at the end of his career anyway.
He's not worth what he's asking for.
He's on the downhill slide, and he started talking about max contracts last year.
Plus,
wow,
his antics. He's not going to stop with the antics. He says, "This is who I am. This is what makes Draymond Draymond. I'm going to be Draymond." They are sick of that crap. What you got? Some
wow. Yeah, Boston was up 1. It's like I think 20-something seconds left, maybe 30-something seconds. They had the ball. Tatum drove in the middle, kicked it out to I couldn't even tell who it was, but this fool passed it right to Maxey, and he wouldn't got a layup. And now Philly's up by 1. Now they Boston called a timeout because they gotta run
at
halftime.
It's in Boston.
Yeah, it's in Boston.
Ooh, and without Embiid, they're gonna steal one on.
Yeah, and that's what Charles Barkley was saying at halftime. They should be up 20. They shot 75%, and they only up 3.
And that's because the Celtics got a little dynamic going with Tatum and Brown.
Yep.
All of a sudden, it's not working no more.
I don't know if it's not
I guarantee you. So here's the thing. Well, here's the thing, because we've already talked about it. We already discussed this, how they keep shopping Brown because they want to keep Tatum. But long behold, Jason Tatum is gonna demand a trade to the Houston Rockets.
Brogdon threw it away. Sorry.
Jason Tatum's gonna demand a trade to the Houston Rockets. You know why?
Think?
His coach is in Houston.
Yeah.
M.A.
Yeah.
Udoka.
Oh, okay. It was 26 seconds left, and they just fouled Tatum going to the hole.
Okay, so real quick, we've gone over an hour, so let's Let's get some predictions for the semifinals, second round. I got in the Heat Knicks series. I got Heat winning it in 6. What you guys got?
Against your Knicks?
Well, the Heat are my team too.
I got. I got to go.
That's
Knicks.
why I'm torn.
I got to go
but-
Knicks because I'm still not a believer in Jimmy Butler. So I got to go Knicks. I'll say Knicks in 7.
Okay. Now, mind you, the Knicks already down 1 game.
I'm gonna go.
That's why I said 7.
They got blown out.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Heat
that's gonna
2.
happen again.
I'm gonna go Heat 2.
Y'all both going Heat?
In how many games?
6.
Okay.
Y'all going both Heat? 6? I'm going New York in 7.
Philly and Celtics. I got Philly in 7.
Boston's up 1, 10 seconds left. Harden just busted a 3, 8 seconds left. Philly up 2 with 8.4 seconds left.
Philly in 7. That means they got to win one. They got to win another one.
So what's the deal on
He just crossed. Oh my goodness.
Embiid?
He's hurt.
He'll be back. Was it a
But-
knee,
but-
ankle?
Knee. He didn't play game 4
And he didn't
of
play.
the sweep. And it's been a minute because the Celtics was playing. They went how many games with the Hawks? They went 6 games with the Hawks. So he been out for a minute, and he missed this game. He might be out game 2.
I'm gonna go Celtics.
In how many games? They down 1 already.
What, today?
You just said Harden just bust their ass for.
There's 8 seconds
It's
left.
7 seconds left.
7 seconds left.
I don't believe they're gonna win this. They're gonna pull it out.
I'm saying
Man.
Philly in 6.
Philly in 6.
Philly in 6 for me.
You got Celtics in how many games?
I'm gonna go 7.
Okay. I got Philly in 7. Nuggets Suns. I got Nuggets in a sweep.
Wow, you think they're
No.
going to sweep them?
I got Nuggets in a sweep.
I got Nuggets in 5.
I was thinking Nuggets in 5. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to go, because they're going to figure it out. No, they don't have a big, they,
KD without Golden State is nothing in the playoffs. Never has been. He can get you to the finals with OKC as a youngster, but they only won 1 game.
offensive foul, Jason Tatum.
The Nets
And
couldn't get out of the
Aiden
first round.
and Aiden ain't. I don't believe in
Terrible.
Aiden. Yeah, I don't believe in Aiden.
The worst big man of all time just playing. He's decent. He's not. But I got the Nuggets sweeping because he can't do nothing with Jamal Murray is balling out of control. Michael Porter is balling, and then they got Jokic. Killing him.
Wow.
Man, but you can't take away KD and Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is trash. He's
Man,
old.
Paul
He ain't
Reed.
doing nothing.
Paul Reed got fouled. Philly's up 3. He's at the line. 1 more bucket to go.
Told you, Philly. You got
4.6 seconds left.
You going with Phoenix?
no,
I'm going Phoenix in 6.
no.
Phoenix in 6?
I'm going Phoenix
got
in
Denver.
6.
I said I'm going Denver in 5.
Okay.
I'm going
What's
Phoenix.
all, why
in
you
6.
what's all this KD crap?
No, but because you saying a sweep.
I'm saying you giving them a gentleman sweep by saying it's in 5. That's 1 more game. I'm saying
Game, set, match. Philly wins, goes up 1-0
that's what's up.
without Embiid. Embiid's going crazy right now on the sidelines.
Warriors Lakers.
I
I got
Lakers.
got Warriors in 6.
I got Lakers in 6.
I got Warriors in 6. The Lakers is
okay. So this one's gonna be
Boston fans are stunned right now. They look crazy right now.
as they should. So
Like, how did this just happen?
here's the thing.
James Harden, but he gave him 45 tonight.
Yes, he would have. He should have.
And what Charles say? He had to go 35 in order for him to win.
So I got Warriors in 6. I want to say 5.
I'm saying 6. The Lakers
Because-
gonna get at least 2.
I I want to give him. I guarantee them one game at least. But AD ain't guaranteed to ball out every game. LeBron can't carry him. They don't have enough others.
So let me
Golden State, pretty much. I mean,
who's gonna defend LeBron and AD
for the Warriors?
Draymond gonna get one of them.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Looney's gonna be on AD, and Draymond's gonna be on.
Looney have
He been balling.
Yeah, Looney's been balling.
And Draymond's gonna be on LeBron.
Slew foot.
And Draymond gets in LeBron's head.
Yep.
Except they're now buddies because Draymond works for LeBron's production company with his podcast. So it may be a little different this series because it might be a little lovey-dovey in the game.
I don't think
between
so.
Draymond. It won't be like it used to be, the Cleveland series. It won't be none of that. I guarantee you Draymond won't go outside of his body trying to get a rise out of LeBron. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be all respect, love and respect this series. It's not going to be Dylan Brooks. Or who was Draymond going at in their last series? John Morant and them?
Dylan Brooks.
No, that was Lakers, right?
Yeah, that was.
So who was the Warriors?
LeBron.
Warriors playing. They were playing the Kings. So who was on the Kings that Draymond was going at? Oh, Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be none of that.
I see Sabonis got a nice little shiner like
yeah.
SGA.
Where'd he
Got
get
some
that
of
from?
that SGA treatment.
I was wondering where he got that from. It looked like he got that like at practice or something because he had that during the game. He just showed up in Game 7 with a nice.
That happened in the game.
What game?
Yesterday's game.
No.
Yes. Early in the game.
I really don't know if anybody gonna beat these. I know. I said the Nuggets was gonna lose, but man, these dudes.
Nuggets is nice, man.
These dudes.
They healthy. Jamal Murray is back.
These dudes.
He ain't taking no crap from nobody. Hey man, where can they find y'all?
You can find me the real Chris Jackson, real Chris J. Dang, sorry, my whole nickname, my whole damn name. The real Chris J. I think on Twitter, and then Chris J. aka the Vet on TikTok.
On TikTok at OEB_athletics.
All right. You can find me anywhere Turn the Game is. On TikTok, Twitter, IG. That'd be at Turn on the Game. On Twitter, I believe it's at @turn_on_the_game. If you all want to contact us, you can email us at turnonthegame4@gmail.com. We definitely appreciate you tuning into the show. Please like and subscribe, share. This has been another episode of Turn the Game.
Turn on.
Turn on.
Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta.
What up, this is your boy Frog from Turn Again the Podcast. We appreciate you tuning in and watching the show. We hope you enjoy the content that we bring. If you can do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe button and share it out to your people, we really appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. You can find us on Facebook at Turn on the Game. You can find us on Twitter at @turn_on_the_game, Instagram at Turn on the Game, and TikTok at Turn on the Game Podcast. Again, we appreciate the love and support. Turn on.